He's been a familiar voice on South Carolina radio for 3 decades, hosting the Charlie James Show on WTMA for the last 6 years. He's now moved on, sort of, to the Upstate, where he's taking his show to WYRD 106.3. Joining us is the man himself, Charlie James. It's good to see you again. It's been a while.
Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody.
Merry Christmas to you too, and congratulations on your next adventure.
Thank you. It's a big one. It was definitely a hard decision to make, but we're headed to the Upstate.
You know, not only are you an excellent newsman, but you're an even better bus driver.
Let's see. I finished dead last 3 years in a row, and last year I actually moved up to second place in the car to bus rodeo. So I was it's getting better. Oh, if I'd only stayed, I would have brought home the gold.
Yes, I know. You're so close, so close. Well, I'm going to be speaking with Mike Seekings in just a minute, so I'll tell him that you said hello.
Yes, I will forever be known as the guy who made one of the Lee brothers' children cry because of my bus drive.
And that's what we're going to remember you for.
Yes. Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit, as someone who started her career in radio, I personally love the medium. Can you tell us why it's still so important?
Because it's so personal.
Yeah.
It really is so personal. And I'm always amazed when people will come up to me at a restaurant or out on the street and say, "Oh, that thing you talked about the other morning was I remember this or that or the other thing," and you realize that you are a part of their daily lives. Of course, I'm going to be a little different now. I've done morning radio for 30 years. Moving to afternoon drive, I'll be on from 3 until 7. I'll be talking to folks on the way home from work rather than going to work. But it's a very personal medium. It's one of those things where you become part of their routine.
Yes.
And we don't often realize just how important that is to people to have that familiar voice in the background every day. Absolutely.
And also the immediacy of it. It's just something that I always personally loved. But does it change now that you're going to be on afternoon drive? Does it change the way you deliver the information?
That's a real good question. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm going to do it. And as you know, a show will go where a show wants to go. You cannot force a show to go in a direction that it doesn't want to. Sure. We're going to get in. We're going to be talking about all the topics that we talk about. We're going to be taking a lot of callers, and we'll let the show evolve. It has to be an organic process. You can't force it. The show will do what it wants to do.
And that's the thing about talk radio. When you do have callers calling in, they hear what you say, they want to interact. Opening that dialogue. Do you find that people aren't doing that enough these days, that they're taking too much to social media instead of in a more productive way? I mean, for me personally, I view your format as a little bit more productive, because sometimes you put things out there and God knows who's going to respond and how they're going to respond.
Right. And, you get talk radio was the original social media. I mean, that's it. We were the original chat rooms. Yeah. And you put questions out, you put topics out, you put opinions out, and you let people respond to that. And they call in with their own topics and opinions and things like that. So it's such a two-way street. And what I have found over the years that I've been doing this, talk radio listeners are the most informed. They're the most intelligent. Not that everybody else isn't. I'm just saying these are the people that know what's going on in the news, because that's their passion. Where someone else's passion, maybe country music or Taylor Swift or something like that, or maybe they just want to dial out. These people want to be tuned in to what's going on in local, state, and national politics all the time.
Absolutely. And that is your forte. So as a conservative talk show host, are you finding that there is space for your voice to be heard? It's an interesting time right now.
Gosh, I remember there used to be these things called slow news days. We haven't had those anymore. And it's been a long time since we have. I think conservative voices right now, especially since you say what's been going on with social media, we've had social voices censored on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of those. this is a place for conservatives to come and really let their voices be heard.
I think that's a great place to take a break. When we come back after the commercial, I want to hear if you're going to be keeping up some of your other stuff, including your acting. I hear you are a man of many talents. So we're going to talk about that after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Great.
Welcome back. We've been chatting with Charlie James, longtime South Carolina radio show host. He is making a shift in his career. He is now going to be heard on WYRD up in Greenville and other places. You're actually going to be able to hear him locally as well, thanks to technology. This is
absolutely
good news.
All you got to do is on your Alexa device, or you can tune into radio.com and find the show there. It's such an amazing world that we're living in with all the technology. I mean, look, doing this, we've got television studios on our camera now. It's amazing.
It really, truly is. I know that you also have put together a podcast, but you're going to be starting some things new in 2021.
Yes, there will be a brand new podcast coming up in 2021, and I'm not going to tell everybody what it's about right now, but I think it'll be very interesting, especially to conservatives.
Yes, and you are a man of many talents. Tell us about your comedy chops.
I was an actor at the Black Fedora Comedy Mystery Theater, and I've been doing that. Oh my gosh, that's been 4 years now, I believe, maybe a little bit over.
Oh, wow.
And it has been so much fun. It's an interactive mystery theater, and I'll tell you what, I've never seen anything like it. I've never been involved in anything like it, and I don't know if it can be recreated anywhere in the world except right over there in that little theater on Church Street. And it's an amazing place. When everything gets back up and running, you guys need to go see Daryl and Sherry Wade and get tickets to the show, because the crew and the plays are they're so much fun. It's much fun.
I love comedy, and I really hand it to people who can pull it off. Are you going to still be seen on stage from time to time?
I don't know. I haven't checked into that part in Greenville just yet. They've got a big theater crowd there, so I might find something. Right now, I'm waiting for my movie to be released that I shot with Mira Savino and Richard Dreyfuss down in Savannah. It's been almost 2 years since we shot that. It should be released. Hopefully, it'll be coming up this year.
Does it have a name?
It does. It started out as Reckoning, and now the name has been changed to The Last Job. The Last Job.
The Last Job. But this for you is the next job.
Yes.
You are not stopping anytime soon. Charlie, it's been such a pleasure to chat with you. Thank you so much, and congratulations again.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Greenville's gain.
Well, I appreciate that, and a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you folks. I've enjoyed seeing you out and about, and everybody out there, and you will certainly be missed. Thank you.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and yours. We're back after this.